What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Maine series out here at Rockport Harbor. Gorgeous harbor. And I'm out here with Zach Fowler. Link to his channel in the description below. We're headed out on the bay here to find some bait. And once we find bait, we're not going to fish with it. We're going to put it in some lobster traps. And hopefully I can catch and cook my first Maine lobster today. All right, my friends, we've got an old lighthouse here on the point. And we're just looking for pogies or any kind of schooling bait. We do have backup bait in the buckets here for the lobster traps, but we'd like some fresh stuff. All right, guys, first trap. Is it that trap right there?
That's my buoy. Orange.
Orange,
surprise,
of course. Surprise. Guys, Zach has his lobster traps. You have them out here all lobster season, right? Whoa.
Yeah, which is all year round, but I take them out for a little bit during the winter because it's a pain in the neck.
Okay, you take them out for a little bit, but he just always perpetually has lobster traps out here.
I take them out when it gets so cold that your hands freeze to the rope.
Oh, okay.
I just take a break. Woo, those got gnarly quick. Yikes.
That's a lot of slime.
Yeah, that is a lot of slime.
Wonder if there's like something, an algae bloom that's moved into the harbor or something, because that's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, like,
you know, even in your videos I watch of you lobster hunting, I've never seen all this
seaweed.
They weren't
like this a week ago when they came out. Like, they really got gnarly quick. Look at that.
Oh, look at that big one. Is that, well, it seems big, maybe
it might be big enough. It might be.
First time. Wow, that's excellent. Cool. Right on the top. Look at that, guys. A Maine lobster.
It's a boy.
It's a boy.
So, right there. So these swim fins, if they're soft like these ones, it's a girl. And if they're hard like that, they're a boy.
Ah, makes sense.
And then
look at those big claws, guys. That's
a tiny one though.
Oh, that's a tiny. Oh, okay.
We might not.
I'm excited. But
let me measure it.
I want to see a giant Maine lobster.
It's a keeper.
So
you have to be.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like
yeah. The shell. If it
clamps over the back, eye hole, and over the back, then we can't keep it. And if it's a girl and it's got a cut fin right here, then she's had babies and it has to be thrown back.
I see.
Or if she has eggs, we have to throw it back. But
whoa, sweet! I can't believe it. Hey, I want a picture
out of there.
Okay, I want a picture of that sucker.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you see these all the time. I'm juiced. Look at that, guys.
Caught our first one, like right on the first trap.
We didn't even.
I didn't expect it because I thought it's been a while since I baited up that, you know, they would all moved out of the trap because they're called traps, right? But they kind of come and go as they want.
Oh, you have to pull it up when they're in there.
Yeah, so you pull it up when it's full of lobsters and you get more lobsters. And if you wait too long and the bait's gone, they move out.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah. So they can just leave and go at will.
Well, undersized ones can go out the holes.
Oh, I see.
And then if somebody loses a trap, all these things have grommets that melt away, and these things all rot away, and they'll open up, and the trap will allow all of the, you know, the baits out.
Oh, so nothing, even if somebody lost a trap on the bottom, all the lobster can still get.
And it just becomes part of the habitat of the ocean, and it could be a place for them to hide in and then come and go as they want.
Oh, cool. So, what a cool system.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I can't believe it. Sweet. I'm keeper lobster.
Yeah.
We're like 5 minutes into the day.
Yeah, the first trap and all this. All right, so this is pig hide.
Pig hide, okay.
This lasts longer than putting fish in there.
Okay.
So that way, and I didn't have these in here before, so we'll put some pig hide in there. Yeah,
where do you get? Is there a slaughterhouse around here?
No, I buy it at the marine store.
Okay.
So they sell it for
lobster fishermen.
Lobster fishermen. You want to grab out of the cooler our fish from yesterday?
Sure. Guys, if you watched the first episode, we had a bunch of mackerel yesterday. There we go. So
we actually caught 5 of them, so we'll put one in each trap.
Okay, just
yeah, because that'll really bring them in really quickly. The crabs and lobsters will fill the trap because of this, and then they'll stick around for the pig hide.
Because the pig hide, how many days will that last?
The pig hide, that'll probably last for the month.
A month? Oh, yeah, wow, that's crazy.
Because it takes them a lot longer to get in there and snip little pieces off and work at it. So, yeah, a month from now, there'll still be little scraps in there.
Okay.
Just to sweeten the pot, we have some harbor pollock that I caught when I was out here a couple weeks ago, and I just threw them in the freezer because I had already baited up the traps. And So anything that I catch during the year, ice fishing, that's junk fish, you know, chain pickerel, yellow perch, white perch, and anything I gut and eat during the year for fish. Any leftovers, I always bring them out and I put them in my lobster traps.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, make the most of it.
Uh-huh.
Use a little bit, use everything that you get. Mm-hmm. And here it goes.
Woo!
And now you try not to get tangled in it and pull over the side. Yep.
I'll bet there have been a few mishaps that way.
I've had a couple times where it was like, but it's not, and I had to stop the boat.
But you've never been pulled in?
No, never pulled. Like it was pulling on my leg and I was like, and then, okay, here, that was awesome.
All right, we're going on to the next trap, and we got this big sailboat. Zach was telling me it's actually a, you can go out on like a tours and stuff, and they'll serve dinner and drinks and different things on it. So that's pretty cool, old-fashioned sailboat there.
That's like the boats I came up here originally when I was 21 to build.
Oh, okay.
So like 20 years ago when I went to boat building school, or actually like 24 years ago, I went to boat building school, and then I came up here when I was 21 and built the schooner Lynx that looked a lot like that. It was a little bit smaller.
Okay.
And I built the masts for it, cabinetry, and the galley to match the period and style of the olden days. And
that's cool.
It was cool. Oh, here's our next buoy.
Does everybody have like a color-coded?
Yeah, you pick your color. You get to pick it yourself. So
oh, nice.
I accidentally picked a color that somebody else kind of has, but there's the different pattern. So sometimes I do be like, wait a minute, is that mine? No, it's not mine. You know, I'm like, but mine's a little more orange.
Trapner, dude, there's another one.
Oh, there's another one.
Sweet. Sweet, sweet.
This might be the sweet time of year when we go back to...
there's one, see the crab claw in there?
Yeah. When we go back to haul these, there may be like, you know, 2 5-gallon pails worth of lobsters that we get.
Oh, I see a crab in there too.
Yeah.
Oh, that has to be a keeper, right?
That's a female, no notch.
Oh, so if
she's the right size, it's a keeper.
All right.
It's a keeper, that's 2.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And then you got a little rock crab in there.
These are called Jonahs.
Oh, Jonah crabs.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So we can bring him with us too because they're tasty.
Okay. It has a big
Make
old
some
claw
crab cakes.
Hey, sounds great.
That's a small one comparatively. Like,
okay.
Here's a big claw from a big one.
Oh, wow.
And so that's probably why that lobster was still in there, because he maybe was eating the crabs that was in there and stuff.
Wonder if the lobsters and crabs ever fight it out. Like the lobster, because it seems like a lobster could pinch a little crab like that in half.
The other thing is when the females are, I don't know if it's when they're shedding or if they're coming in because they have eggs and they're just eating a lot, right?
Okay.
So, or they're producing their eggs. Somewhere along that life cycle, there's this really predatory phase. And so if you leave your traps too long, you'll find like a big female in here and a bunch of smaller lobsters just shredded. Like she'll eat the other lobsters in the trap.
No kidding.
Yeah, if she gets stuck in there.
That's crazy.
With them.
So guys, we're putting 1 mackerel in there. Gosh, we came out to bait the traps. We already have two keepers. That is great. That's some thick skin right there, ladies and gentlemen. Is that salt on it? Yep. Salt to preserve it?
Salt to preserve it.
Sweet.
I've done that before. Caught a lot of pogies and alewife and salted them myself, and they lasted for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
They're nasty smelling, but oh, check this guy out. Chain pickerel.
Oh, there you go.
You know, they're a predator and they ruin fishing for like lakes for trout and stuff. So
eat a lot of trout.
Keep them. Keep them. Because we love...
Turn them into lobster.
Turn them into lobster.
They're probably roboni like a pike too.
Yeah, they're exactly like a pike.
Yes, they're not really super edible.
Everybody in the videos are like, oh, that's a pike. And like, no, it's not. And some more of the harbor pollock.
Which are out here by the millions.
Yeah.
Rather have lobster than those.
Yeah.
Sweet. We are loaded. Cool.
Another one loaded up.
Sweet.
One, yeah.
There we go, second trap in, and that is the result. Right, that is going to be so tasty, guys. I've never had fresh Maine lobster. You know, you can get the frozen stuff pretty much anywhere, but frozen isn't, you know, anything compared to fresh.
That's 3 for 3.
Another one.
Oh, it's some nice sized Jonah crabs. They have claws on them. Yeah, that one does.
That was big old claw. I'm guessing that is the most delectable part of them.
No, actually, I think this is the easiest part to eat with a nice bit of meat right here.
Oh, okay.
The claw is too, but it's harder to get to.
All right.
So
that was like excellent. I love crab and lobster, guys. Fresh seafood, and we just came out to bait them. But you said that there might be some in there, but you weren't sure if there'd be.
So somebody probably.
Is this a good haul?
I'll just throw that one back. But they'll grow back their claws, but somebody else probably hauled them and just ripped the claws off and threw them back in.
Ah, okay.
Threw them back into the water. This guy looks small. It's a female, and it has a cut fin. So we got to throw it back.
Oh shoot.
So it looks like it was an accidental cut fin from fighting, but you can't keep it.
Okay.
So if it's an accidental or not, it could be a female that was an egg layer, so she'll go back. So these are the pogies.
Oh yeah, okay, there you go. I see.
Yeah.
These are good and oily.
Yeah, they love these. So I'll put 2 of these in there. They're from my old catch.
Yeah, and that's such a cool use for all this stuff. I mean, because guys, if you've watched Zach's channel, he's fishing and all this stuff all year long. And you have a lot of fish guts and all that. And to take and like eat a fish, then use the guts to catch lobster and crabs. Yeah. That's a cool
trading
system.
up, right?
Yeah.
Like the only thing you can't trade up on is like we can use pig hide, but you can't use like hides of like woodchucks if I eat them and things like that because the hair is bad for the lobsters. So
the hairs,
yeah. So like I could use a chicken carcass, I think, anything like that. But hairs from like deer hide, if you were to shoot a deer and then like, oh, you want to throw that in there, that would be a no-go as part of the laws.
Ah, okay. So, it's illegal.
Yeah.
Guys, we got some seals hanging out over there. They're a little far away though for you guys to see, but they are watching us. I wonder if they ever mess with people's traps, like go and steal a lobster out or something.
I don't know that they mess with the traps, but they definitely like to hang around and see some bait washed off the deck, and just like the seagulls.
I had a video one time where we're crabbing in Oregon and a seal swims down. He's all looking at the bait and stuff like that. And you had to actually put rotten bait in the trap. If you tried to put fresh bait in the traps in Oregon, the seals just steal it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you have to let the fish rot for a few days.
Huh. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Nothing. Jonah crab.
One crab. Well, that is pretty cool though to go 3 for 3 on this first.
Oh, this one needs repairs. I'm gonna have to put together a couple more traps and bring them out. We got a posturing cormorant here. He thinks he's something. He's trying to start something with us here. He's all like, "Come at me, bro." Just pull up to over here and have you snag some seaweed. Grab some of that.
Okay.
Seaweed.
All right, guys, we're gonna come here and we are gonna grab some seaweed. That's harder than I thought. Just like
you gotta grab
smaller handfuls so it breaks. Okay.
It can be pretty rugged.
That is some thick stuff there. Yeah, there we go. And put it on top of them.
That should protect them from the
sun and stuff. Excellent.
A little bit here. Let's see if we can get that clump over there. That's the good stuff.
Boy, that's some tough seaweed there. There. It's like rubber.
Here.
Little bits of rubber.
Try this.
Ah, a Fowler knife. Now I can grab a big ol'
there you go.
head of it and do that. There we go.
That's nice.
Excellent. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that'll make a bigger difference.
Look at that beauty. That's cool. Well, my friends, the lobster traps are out. Fresh bait. Now all you have to do is wait 24 to 48 hours. You usually do?
Yeah, 2 evenings.
2 evenings? Yeah. Okay. And we'll see what we got. See you guys then. All right, my friends, we are back at it. And it's time to check the traps. Another beautiful, calm morning. I have hit the weather pretty well here. Like no gusty days.
Yeah.
And it's been nice. It's been nice. Excellent. That lighthouse is cool. So do people live in that lighthouse?
I think so, yeah.
That's their like residence, guys.
Their summer place.
Summer home. You have to sail out to. That's pretty cool. Ah, there's the old orange buoy. Orange and white.
Rope didn't get any cleaner.
The icy lobster. Yes. Whoa, I see a bunch of lobster. Well, he's several. I don't know what counts as a bunch. I see 4, including a little tiny one. And crabs. Oh, he fell through. He's so tiny.
I'll grab him right after. This guy looks.
Oh, that looks like
a nice one. That's a keeper.
Nice. Yeah, that's one you like don't even have to measure. Look at
I
that.
will though, just in case.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
There's one. And these guys look all too small.
Okay.
But we'll check anyways, because looks could, yeah. Just there, like right over the back.
Shoot.
Maybe this one. Doesn't look like it. Nope.
Ah, too small.
He's got some nice sized claws.
Mm-hmm.
And not so much that guy.
Alright.
We still got
some pig
hide in there. We didn't see
Pig
any
hide.
bait on the way out, so we'll leave it there for now.
Alright. Throws it back in at the right depth. Sweet! Successful first one. Alright, this is great. Oh wait, I just remembered something. That little guy.
Oh shoot, yeah.
It fell through. Look at that guy.
The tiniest little lobster.
He's got some big mitts though.
Yeah.
That is cool. Alright, little fella, get bigger. We'll eat you one day. Nice.
Ah, that's a lot of them in that one.
Wow.
Lots.
We've got a haul, guys.
Yeah.
Sweet. Wow. We'll take that.
There we go.
All right. We've already got a lobster.
Big Jonah crab.
All right, look at those claws
Perfect.
there. I'll set it here.
Here we go.
Look, oh man, that seems
Big
like
male.
Big male.
That's a keeper.
Look at those big meaty claws.
Yep.
Oh. Look at that.
Another female notched tail. So that's what we're talking about there. See, she's got a notch that's been growing out. So at some point she had eggs and they notched her and had to put her back.
Okay.
So we got to put her back too.
All right.
That one's gonna be too small.
Alrighty.
That one's too small.
All right.
Another keeper. Yeah, another keeper.
4 keepers.
Male, no notch. That's a keeper. Let go. Grab their other claw. They tend to let go. You gotta.
Oh.
So she wants to.
Oh, she'll come and grab whatever.
Yeah. With the other claw, try to.
Yeah, they're not super quick like I thought they would be. Like Dungeness crabs, like they can really snap around and.
Yeah, no, these guys don't really just snap quick, for sure. But
beautiful.
That's
what, number 5 or 6?
5 or 6. I don't know. I'm losing count.
Losing count. That's a great day.
There's so many.
Gosh, what were they like?
1 crab.
A dozen in there or something?
Yeah. A lot.
What would you say is like the record number of lobster you've caught in one?
About 2 5-gallon pails at this time of year.
Wow.
I feel like if we had put pogies in all of these and stuff, we might have had that. Oh, missed it. Darn.
It is such a beautiful day out here, guys. On the ocean, man, and it's hot. Like normally, like oh man, it's just warm out here. You could swim, and I'm surprised at how nice the ocean is. Actually, we've swam in it, and I was surprised. I'd be really, really cold up here in the north.
only one in this one.
Wow, one big one though.
Yeah, and this wasn't the lost trap. Because this is the one with the broken runner. I gotta replace. It's a girl. No notch tail.
Oh.
It's a keeper. I'm predicting. Oh yeah, it's a keeper.
Big time keeper.
So no notch, no sign of an old knot.
Look at that, guys. We are absolutely loading the bucket.
That's a shedder too.
A shedder? What do you mean?
It's soft. If you feel squeeze the body.
Oh yeah.
You see how it's squishy?
Uh-huh, it is.
It's like fairly recently shed. So those are the juiciest. Those are the juiciest.
Sweet. What a haul. Ooh, snags it.
Look at all the crabs.
Look at, yeah, tons of crab. Sweet.
One lobster, and it looks to be small.
Look at all of this.
But hey, we got like 8 so far, so.
I'm pleased.
Too small.
Ah, dang it, barely.
Goodbye, little fella. He like flaps his tail at us goodbye.
What do you think?
Showing a crab. Ah, there's a
I see some
one.
bigger ones in there.
Yeah, they're a lot of work to eat.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, unless you really got nothing better to do, like this guy, look at that.
Okay. Yeah.
Now that's good sized crab.
Excellent. All right.
Last one back in.
I appreciate this. Wow, I'm getting the full Maine experience here. Lobster and crab. We filled up this big old, well, not filled up, but I mean 3/4 of the way with lobster. That's enough for a really big meal. I'm super happy with it.
Looks like we can just beach it.
Sweet. This looks amazing. Look at this, guys. Look at this, huh? Oh, man. Oh, guys, are you kidding me? Look at this spot. We're gonna cook up lobster right here. So we were talking about going back to Zach's house, and then he said, I have a better idea. How about we go to this island that I know about? And, oh, sorry about that. He said, let's go back to this island that I know about, and we'll cook up on a beach, and then we'll just camp on the island. So we're gonna cook up some fresh seafood and camp. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. All right, we even have a picnic basket. All right.
Everything but the kitchen sink. And we didn't bring that just because it goes down.
We would have brought the kitchen sink. All right, we got to see this first. Guys, I'm not kidding. A day doesn't get better than this. A little breeze, 75, I think. Like, yeah, not too hot, not too cold. Perfect for camping. Wonder if somebody like made this out of driftwood. Somebody made a little chair here. Or they just brought it out. Maybe that's factory made. I don't know. Somebody definitely made this little one. Oh, a little wobbly. But it's cool anyway. Look, people have tried to, or I don't know, some sort of like sacrificial altar here. Hopefully there hasn't been anything sketchy going on around here. And then an interesting stone seat with 2 bricks on it. Kind of a gnarly, that's kind of a cool looking tree. And a trail. Huh. Hopefully there aren't, nah, this island's too small. I think it's too small to have bears and stuff. Hopefully, because I didn't bring a bear gun or anything. There's been a lot of wood cutting along here for being a wild island with nobody living. People have been busy. Somebody's even made like nice wooden signs. Look at, fishing off this side tonight. This is a nice little kind of beachy spot too, but it's kind of directly into the wind, so we turned down this one. But I mean, just a gorgeous evening out here. Whoa, I just realized something. We've got raspberries. This whole thing is a raspberry bush. Let's see if they're any good. Oh, they're good. This is, don't know what that is, but these are more right here. More raspberry bushes. Wow. Eating wild raspberries. Cool. Ah. Look at that, tons of them. Now, a lot of these aren't very good. They're either underripe or overripe. Like those ones are all, except for this guy's ripe. Those are, oh, they're just all over. These ones don't have any berries on. That's why I didn't recognize them at first, because like all these don't have berries, but they are. Okay, here are a few berries. This is all raspberries in here, folks. See, this is why you gotta just keep coming out here. You never know what's gonna happen. You never know what you're gonna find. Look, this is all raspberries. All of these bushes. All right, I'm gonna get the cooking stuff set up here. See, it's hard because I want to cook, but I want to fish more. But I need to cook because I'm really hungry. But you look out across the ocean, we have all of our, went back and got all our fishing stuff. We are ready for a night and a morning tomorrow of fishing. All right, friends, Romans, countrymen, we're gonna cook up on this table of driftwood. Let me put this over here. People like put those rocks on, I'm thinking to like, so the wind doesn't blow it off. All right, I'm gonna use something new here. This is Zach's jet boil. Actually, I'll have his help the first time. Ooh, that's fancy. Looks like a robot. We got R2-D2's cousin in here. Ooh, Pringles. All right, so we got R2-D2.5 here, getting all set up, and get his attachments going. And then he just flips open like so. Look, 2 burners. Bam. This is excellent. Flatten out the table just a little bit. And we got to clean this out just a little bit. What a beautiful evening. All right, there we go. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna come over here to fill it up with water so we don't get any sand in it. And we're just using water straight from the ocean, folks. It is the best. It is the best water to use because the salinity is perfect. Boop, just like so. This is fun. This is a good time. All right, so this is kind of unusual to me because don't have to worry about things flaming up, which happens, you know, just every once in a while on my channel. Oh wait, I was trying to turn this knob here. I think the knob is right here. Oh, there we go. Is that going?
There's a lot more turn on those knobs than you think.
Wow, those do spin a lot. All right. Oh, that's very nice, very safe. Yeah. Sweet.
So kind of like unlike those Coleman family ones. Where you're like turn it a little bit.
Just a tiny.
On, they turn it and it's off.
Those are hard to work with.
Yeah.
Zach's getting the hammocks all set up while I start on the lobster and crab here. That looks nice. It's real nice. All right, I think that's good and steamy. And I'm gonna take this big boy here. He's got some seaweed and stuff on him, so we're gonna grab all that off, clean him up a little bit, kind of shake him off. Here we go. Let's see, Zach said, you know what I'm gonna do? It's funny how like these guys don't move. I thought they'd kind of crawl around more, and they're just like pretty docile. All right, here we go. Zach said he said he thought I could fit 3 in. We're gonna put that one and that one. I don't know. I'm gonna put a crab in there for sure. And you know what? I think this guy's too big. There we go. We're gonna have to exchange him out for a little bit smaller one. He just needs more space there. And bam, we'll save the big one for later. There you go. All right, folks, and we are boiling lobster and crab. You know, I'm gonna add a rock to this because it keeps wanting to steam off. Place a nice little rock on there and we'll make a little steam bomb. Boom! No. Check out what Zach set up right here. This is gonna be my sleeping accommodations for the night. I've never spent the night in one of these like fancy backpacker's hammock. So that is going to be excellent. Oh, man, this is fun. This is a good time. Oh, look at that. We got the steam going there, huh? That's the good stuff. All right, folks, it's been 12 minutes. Time for the big reveal. Ooh, look at that. That is what I'm talking about. Are you kidding me? That looks incredible. Wow, you know what? There's no point putting them in a plate. This is like a cutting board, so I'm just gonna take them out. They look gorgeous. Look at the color on those, the bright red. Oh wow, this one, yeah, you can see like his shell just collapses, the soft ones. Zach said those ones are even tastier. Alright, set them right there. And then what is this? The crab looks a little orange, but he didn't change that much. I can't believe this. This is fun. This is too fun. We put a few more crabs in there. I think this should do it. You know, 5 lobsters and 3 crabs. That sounds, you know, just crab. I don't know why I keep using the tongs. There we go. And then the big one. The giant spider, giant bug. Those claws are something else. They're kind of all, you know, I just realized something. The reason why they're moving so slow is because they've been on ice. I'm like, boy, Maine lobster don't flip around like spiny lobster do. And the reason is because they've been on ice, you dummy. It like puts them in a coma or something. Newbie here. There we go. I just like, man, this is amazing. I feel very blessed right now. It's, man, the days are just packed. I can't believe I'm catching giant lobster in Maine. I remember years ago talking to a gentleman I knew named Mr. Henry, and he said he went to Maine every year, all the way from Idaho, to take a trip and eat lobster. He said, I just love Maine lobster, and I see why it was such a destination place for him. And I mean, views like this. Zach actually pointed out, he said, if you wanted to like buy a lobster dinner on the oceanfront like restaurant, he's like, you would pay hundreds of dollars to have to do that. And here we are. I guess we did kind of pay hundreds of dollars in gas and all of our things, but you know what I'm saying. Still. And we don't get served by a cute waitress and all that, but this is still great. Let's see, put a fork there and put a fork there, and we are just about ready to go. You know what? I'm going to turn this off, and the rest of that butter can melt, and then I'm going to take these right here and use them as seats, which I'm sure is what people have used these before. Are you going to use some chopsticks for yours?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Found a couple little twigs there. Clean them up. And it's the best way to pull your little bits of lobster back out of the butter when you drop them in.
Oh, that makes sense. All right.
Oh, you did have forks, huh?
Yes, I did.
Where's the crackers?
Crackers. Oh. Like.
Actually, you know what? These are soft. We might not even eat them. Oh, these are all soft shells.
Oh, sweet.
Well, not that guy. That guy's a hard shell, so you're gonna need the cracker for that.
Okay.
So
When you first told me crackers, you said they're crackers, and I think you meant like actual. You said they're lobster crackers, and I was thinking like,
want to put our butter? Split the butter up and.
oh, that's good. Good
Here's
idea.
one for you, one for me.
Sweet, sweet.
Oh man, this looks so good.
Let's live in the Maine lifestyle here.
Did you get enough? Almost looks like we need more.
Well, we have more we can heat up too. We'll just use this for now. Excellent. All right, should we say a prayer real quick?
Yeah, we should.
Dear Lord, thank you so much for this incredible day, and thank you for all the variety of creation that we get to enjoy. I ask you to bless this food to our bodies now. Through Jesus I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Appreciate you, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I obviously could get into one of these and eat it, but I want to know...
You've done Florida ones.
Yes.
So the bigger experiment here is this as good as a Florida lobster?
Oh, that's true, because I am pretty, like, I know how...
So
I've eaten a lot of Florida lobster.
So the only thing different...
Okay.
Now, you tell me if this is the same, I guess.
I want to jump into the claws first,
okay,
because that's the... But, you know,
right.
continue.
Well, I can just show you real quick. I don't think this is any different than the Florida ones, right? You push the piece of meat out, and they're soft shells, so they come out easier, and then you tear the strip off the back,
and then
you pull out the poop trail. Right?
Basically, yes.
Okay, so that's the same thing as a Florida lobster.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people in Florida, they'll clean out the poop trail first, and then, cause they usually clean their lobster first, and then steam them. But
oh, really?
Like that's a usual thing.
They rip the meat apart and clean and cook just the meat.
They break it all beforehand while it's in its raw state, and then they eat it.
Huh. Okay. So now, I guess the other thing different would be the claw.
They have no claws, yeah.
Where you pull off the claw, and then can get juicy, so you try to face it towards your enemy.
Okay.
Yeah, as you break it each time. Now these are soft shells, so I was able to just do that with my hands.
Okay. Otherwise, so normally they can't do it. You have to use the crackers all the time.
And you get them on the right spot of the knuckle this way, with the claw that way, and give it a little crack. But right now it's just going to gush it all because it's a soft shell. So just kind of turn it and pops off.
Sweet.
And then you got you could just even like a lollipop, like
lollipop of lobster meat.
And then,
whoa!
Remember I said face it towards your enemy? I messed that one up, didn't I? And you just break it in half with one that's a hard shell.
It would be like
you're gonna take it right here, and you're gonna crack here, and then you're gonna be able to break and down and away from you, not towards you. And then you can pull it out. Now, if you have a hard shell, I always just use these. They sell tools for them.
Okay.
So you use the cracker, and then when you get into the knuckles on a hard shell, they're kind of full, and the meat doesn't want to come out. So you can use one of these, and you can reach.
So the harder they are, the more full of meat they are.
Yeah. So say you got a hard shell, you use this thing, and it does such a good job to like either push out or fish out the meat. And you don't have to buy the lobster tools. It works so much better just to use that one claw.
Okay.
But there you have it.
Sweet. Oh yeah, it's just like it just tears apart.
Yeah.
Like almost like paper. Wow.
Yeah, if you give a half a fold or whatever, and it's Now these are the best ones though.
Oh, look at this.
Because there's so much.
Look at that. Huh?
I save a little bit of the the water on my plate if you crack it right too, and then you can use that to rinse.
Oh, interesting.
Just to rinse anything off that you don't like the looks of.
It's perfect. Now, is it as good as Florida lobster? I'm gonna have to eat a few bites first. This is like the perfect location. Like, watch the sunset, and like we have a table here that somebody else made. It's not like we had to construct it or anything. All right, tail meat here. Oh, look, that one had eggs.
Yep.
Oh, sweet. I'm guessing they're gonna be good. Eating lobster eggs for the first time. Just little orange beads. They're very early stages. All right, dip it in my butter. Wow. No. Hold on, I'm gonna have to think about it for a second. If I like one over the other.
My inclination would be to say that this would be better because the cold water fish I think are better, but after eating some fish in Florida, they're pretty darn good. So,
Well, my friends, Is it better? They're both the same. Like, they're both so delicious.
Yeah.
You'd have to do a blind taste test. It's that close. I think you'd have to do a blind taste test on them, really. As far as foods go, like, to me, we're at the height of food flavors here.
Heavenly.
It is heavenly.
Yeah. Now, something a lot of people don't know, especially with the cheddars, it's so nice.
Okay.
I can't really show it to you, but you can take the claws off, and when you're at home, I do it with a rolling pin.
Okay.
After everybody's done eating, I lay out 2 or 3 claws at a time and roll it with a rolling pin, and it'll probably work with the cheddar just by squeezing it, if you could do it. No, not really. So you need a rolling pin.
A big heavy
and you roll it down here, and a little wad of meat comes. All the meat comes shooting out.
That's cool.
And so if you do 8 lobsters or so up, you end up with this little pile of meat, which you could do a lobster roll sandwich for yourself.
Oh.
Hide it from your family, and the next day you have your own little personal lobster roll.
Yeah, both of them are good. That's really fun. This whole thing is fun.
All right, you will need the cracker for that guy.
Okay.
Got eggs in mine too.
There you go. Nice little piece there. Cheers. It's weird to be eating crab and the crab is just secondary. You know, it's not the main thing. Oh, I gotta dip it a little bit.
Yeah, because down south it's like your main thing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Or when like you visit the Oregon
Look
coast.
at that chunk of eggs.
Oh wow.
It's like
really young, tiny eggs.
try that in the butter.
You know, the crabs are good, but when you have lobster beside them, like the lobster's just like
Sarah
dominating.
says she likes the crab better.
Really?
I don't know if I can continue to date her. No, I'm just kidding.
Like, nope.
That's fine, actually.
Yeah.
More for me.
Yeah, that's actually a great thing. That's fantastic.
Right? It's a match made in heaven. She's not going to steal my lobster, and I'm not going to steal her crabs. And we just keep going on.
Wow. Yeah, these little guys, they're pretty good, but I'd way rather have one of these. Well, my friends, we are going to now do a little striper fishing. We're going to fish through the night, then wake up real early and fish in the morning and just have a great time out on the island here. But that video is going to be on Zach's channel, camping out. So, in the meantime, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Zach, I appreciate you giving me the full Maine experience here. It doesn't get any better than this. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'll see you in the next one.